Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another Friday live stream. I'd like to welcome you all for joining in. Of course, you caught me while I'm still drinking my pre-workout. I try to have it drank by 10 o'clock every morning so I can get an early start going. Unfortunately, trying to get everything set up for this, I'm a little behind, but that's all right. About 3/4 of the way done with it. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but the kind of pre-workout I am using is Vega Sport Energizer, strawberry lemonade flavor. It's a great flavor. It really tastes good. So if you guys are looking, try that stuff out. It's fantastic. You won't go wrong with it. Obviously, I named this live stream Looking to the Future. And the future of the channel, basically what I have planned is obviously I will continue doing my vlogging. That is my main goal of the channel. Obviously, I already do some games as well. I have a lot of fun with that, and I think you guys do as well. You guys seem to be really tuning in on those and the vlogs as well, so I'm really happy about that, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. But I am going to be adding something to the channel here before too long, hopefully. Just got to get all the details worked out and everything like that. Basically, I'm going to be teaming up with a friend of mine. What she does, she has a business making quilts. So she's going to kind of do some how-to videos on that. And I think, especially in the time we're in now, when you can't go out and buy everything you need, it cannot hurt to learn how to do something. And quilts, people use quilts all the time, so I think it's a really good thing for people to be able to get into. Another thing I look forward to doing here in the near future, hopefully I can get everything set up, everything designed. I'm going to be adding some merch to the channel. So if there's anything specific that you guys would like to see, don't be afraid to leave it in the comments. Get me on Twitter. You can find that link in the About Me section on the channel as well. And hopefully, I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna incorporate this, but I'm hoping once we start the how-to videos and everything like that, we'll be able to put quilts up on the merch site as well. So you can look forward to that if it is possible. If it's not possible, I will try to let you guys know. Obviously, a big thing recently, especially with the quarantine and everything, I've really gotten back into exercising. I have my own little routine. I don't have a weight set, which is kind of unfortunate. And I don't have any workout equipment at home. So I did just hear from a local person that watches the channel that one of the gyms here in town did open back up. So maybe I'll be able to look into that as well to go further with it. But obviously I can still do stuff at home and go walking and jogging and everything. And Lillian really enjoys that. So we try to do that on a daily basis, assuming the weather is not bad outside, because I'm not going to take her walking or jogging out in the rain, because it's bad enough that we're all stuck at home, but if I got to be stuck at home with a sick child, that's just going to be even less fun. So during this live stream today, we might even get into a little bit of exercising. I can show you a little bit of what I do. And if you guys want to join in, we can just have a little workout session for a short bit then too. I do want to talk about some new games that I plan on incorporating into the channel. Obviously, my wife really wanted to get into doing and playing Minecraft, so I have purchased that, so that will be incorporated into the channel as well here soon. I think the first video of that will be going up this coming Monday, and of course, Lillian likes playing that too. She's played it more than I have, more than my wife has. I don't even know for sure if my wife has even started playing it yet, so hopefully she does. So it's kind of 90% of the reason that I paid for it, bought it, and got everything going for that. And so maybe If not, well, Lillian's made the money worth it, so that's all right. And at least you only have to buy it once. So again, if you're going to buy a game, might as well buy one that you never have to pay for again. There is a website that I found a ton of games on. They're not really such popular games, but they're kind of off focus, fun games. So I think those will be fun to incorporate as well, because I think you guys will get a lot of enjoyment out of those, a lot of funny moments. I've tried a few of them out already, and I think you guys will enjoy it. That website, when I post that first game, I might post one of those next week. I did say on the last live stream last Friday, if you guys have not seen it, you can check that on the channel as well. But if you guys didn't see it, my new posting schedule is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And my purpose for that is to incorporate more editing, get a little better go on what we're doing, and get a more focused schedule. And so I think that'll work out better for you guys as well. But since I'm going to incorporate some of those games off of that website, I might, excuse me, I might post an extra video either Monday or Wednesday, and just so I can get that out there, I will leave that website link in the description, so you guys will be able to check that out as well, because I think you guys will have fun playing that too. Let's see here. So obviously Monday I plan on doing games. Wednesday I plan on doing vlogs. Every Friday I plan on doing a live stream, so I hope you guys continue to tune in for that. Yesterday was a big day, huge day. So yesterday Moon finally went into labor. Now, unfortunately, as of this morning, she is still holding them in, and she's actually dealing with the labor pains and the contractions very well this morning, much better than yesterday. She was on a lot of edge yesterday. She was not taking any Atechi's crap, although he kind of asked for it, because he did try to start all over again yesterday, right after she went into labor. So I had to break that up, and then he just kind of stayed away from her, because then she ended up just cat batting him around and everything like that. So that part was kind of entertaining to watch a little bit. Like I said, he was asking for it. He deserved every minute of that. So hopefully today, I'm not sure where she went now. Oh, actually, she's in her little box that we made for her. So maybe even during this live stream, maybe we'll have our first kitten. But hopefully before the end of today, we have our full litter, and that will be exciting. So I will definitely keep you guys updated on that. If the live stream's over and everything, don't worry. I will be making a video of the kittens as they come, and I will post updates on the community tab on the channel, so you guys should see it. Make sure that your bell is clicked for notifications, because that will also bring extra notifications for the community tab, so you guys can keep up on that. Excuse me. Now you can't see it, but I kept the little remote control truck over here as a little decoration for the videos, but we're not at the right angle right now. Maybe in a little bit. Next Friday for sure, because I kind of have it set up a little different angle today for when we start the little workout section. Now, I don't know what your guys' favorite part of the channel is, but if you guys want, you can leave something in the live chat over here. Let me know, because I can definitely incorporate more of that stuff into the channel for you. There we go. Got that finished up. Like I told you guys last week, you don't want to take... Oh, no, I guess it was earlier this week. My mistake. You don't want to take too long to finish your pre-workout, because you don't want your energy to boost throughout the whole day, because it'll make it much more difficult for you to go to sleep. And I kind of got on a roll there for the last 10 minutes. And yeah, So I had to make sure to finish that really quick. So the things that I have planned as far as merch goes right now, I will be coming out with some t-shirts, some long sleeve. I'll be coming up with a coffee cup, of course, because we do Coffee Corner every week. Last week, I incorporated Coffee Corner in with the live stream because my mom was not able to make it over for us to do it. This week, she was still unable to make it over due to the extenuating circumstances that she has right now, and that is perfectly fine. So we will just have to hold off on that till next week, but I will definitely have a Coffee Corner next week regardless. If she can't make it, I will do it by myself. Maybe I'll have Lillian join me for it and we'll just play a game or something. You know, we got board games, card games. We'll figure something out. We'll do something to make sure that it's going to be a good time, and hopefully you guys tune in for that as well. But again, I appreciate everyone showing up for the live stream today. I think we're going to have a great time. So I'll walk you through my beginning workout routine. Basically, what I do is I do a few things just to get started. Kind of gets the blood flowing, get your body loosening up. So, how do I want to do this? Just because the way the angle is. All right, let's see if I can get this. Can I get it pointed down enough? No. All right, so we'll just do this. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'll just do it right on top of my kitchen table. As you see, I just moved it over. All right, so we'll just sit right up here. Now, basically, so I have bad legs and a bad back, so I can't extend my legs fully out to do the stretching. But basically, you sit down, you sit up straight. For me, my knees are bent because I can't extend my legs down. But for those of you that can, go ahead and do that as well. Basically, you just sit up straight and you reach your hands forward on your side. So what this is going to do is it's going to stretch out the back of your legs, and it's going to stretch your lower back down through your butt. So it's going to stretch all those muscles out. And another thing that this does is it helps loosen your hamstrings and everything. So eventually, with all this exercising I'm doing and stretching, this should help correct my leg issue. Now, there is another thing with research and everything that my hips might cause an issue for part of this as well. So that might have something to do with why I cannot extend my legs down. Like if I lean back, I can do it. But if I have to sit up straight, I have to bend my knees. So we just do this for about 15 to 30 seconds. It gives a nice good stretch. After that, usually we'll get up on all fours and we just lean back. This will stretch your entire back while compressing your legs, so it'll give a little relief from the long stretch we just did, and it'll also stretch out your shoulders and your arms, which makes it better for all the other activities we're going to be doing. So we'll go back up, and we'll just go right back into the stretch. So I do that about 4 or 5 times. After that, let's lay down. This might not work too well just because I'm on the table, but we'll see what we can do. So then we just do about 15 sit-ups, which this isn't going to work just because I'm on the table, but so that starts getting your core ready just to be able to prepare to stabilize you through the rest of your workout. Which, of course, as we all know, the core is the biggest part. The core and your back, biggest parts. And sit-ups will incorporate both of those to stimulate both sections for more of your exercising. I'm much longer than this table is, so I can't do the push-ups, but the next thing is the push-ups, so that'll start working my chest, my shoulders, and my arms more. And all of these that I do in my presets for my workout routine is basically working my endurance, getting all my muscles started, because then I will do 10 push-ups, 15 push-ups right in that section. I'll be posting a video later today that I recorded yesterday that will walk through this preset workout for my routine. And so that'll work a lot better. Let me move this back, get this out of the way. All right, so again, at home, so no workout equipment, nothing like that. So I'll come over to this door frame here to the kitchen, and I'll reach up on the ledge on the opposite side. And I'll just start doing pull-ups and, get the forearms and the biceps going. So nothing wrong with that. You got to keep yourself going, got to keep yourself motivated. And of course, you can always do squats because that will work your lower back, your legs. Nothing wrong with a little bit of just keeping yourself going. Of course, walking and jogging and running, those are great because they'll get your cardio up, they'll get your endurance up, and it's working so much of your body. Now, another thing you can do, you're not going to be able to see me on the floor, but another thing is just watch over here on the couch. Again, no workout equipment, so we just kind of do what we can. All right, so at home bench press right there. Again, you just kind of do what you can and try to keep going, keep yourself motivated. I've been motivated every day. I've been working out every day, been doing my pre-workout every day, post-workout. Of course, then once I do that, once I finish my workout for the day, I get into my house cleaning and everything. So it just kind of keeps me going, gets me energized to do the rest of the things that I need to do. And I think this has helped a lot. Now, I've always been into getting my housework done because, well, a messy house drives me crazy. I don't know about you guys, but it drives me crazy. So I always end up doing it anyways. But now that I've been using this, doing my daily workout, right after the workout, I take a 5-10 minute breather, and then I get into my housework, whether it's laundry, dishes, sweeping, mopping, vacuuming, putting laundry away, basically anything. It just motivates you more because you're happier with what you're doing already, that you just want to continue it. And I think that's a good thing. And I think that's something that a lot of people could get a lot of use out of. Now, another thing is with doing that, what's another great thing that you could do at home, outside, to keep yourself motivated, get that little bit of extra workout? Does anybody know? yard work. So whether you're raking, weeding, picking up sticks, mowing the yard. See, now if you have a push mower, and I feel bad for the ones that have the old style rotating lawnmower, which honestly I still see quite a lot of people using. But for those that have a push mower, that's where you're getting that exercise, because you're using your legs, your back, your arms. It all goes hand in hand. You're strengthening your hand muscles because you're holding it. You got to push, you got to pull, you got to maneuver. So it really is a good thing. I think if I can get everything worked out as far as next week's live stream, I think at some point I will incorporate a game in on the live stream. I've been trying to work it out, but for some reason the studio that I'm using to record the games, it doesn't want to push it over. So I think I'll just have to do a little bit more work on that. Keep sliding down in this chair for some reason. Let's see. I think. Where'd Moon go? Oh, all right. Well, I guess she took a break from her box. She's over in her cat tree now, being lazy. Doesn't want to push those babies out. Moon. Why? Why no babies? She just looked at me like, stop it, I don't want to. Usually Texie's just right next to her. Oh, yep, he is. He's right next to her on a chair. So they haven't left each other alone since she went into labor, and I guess that's just the way it's going to be. So as long as he's behaving, we'll just leave it there. By the way. Yeah, I know. Lillian says they like each other. Okay, so Texie's a big man now, not a little man. All right, I see how it is. Well, he better remember his size. So, all right. Well, since last week when I got my new internet on Thursday, it has been working fantastic. It's funny. So I told you guys that my old internet company stated they no longer serviced our area, couldn't get a faster speed because they didn't even offer the speed that I was getting then. So I called them yesterday to finalize canceling my service. She informs me that they have higher speeds, and she can't believe I was told they didn't. She can't believe I was told that they don't service our area anymore. So they gave me this month free with the higher speed. No increase in my bill at all for the new speed. And she said, this should definitely rectify your problem. And she did sympathize because obviously doing YouTube, I'm working from home. And obviously right now she as well is working at home. And I don't know if she does it permanently as a customer service agent for that company, but regardless, right now she is. So she definitely empathizes. And I was like, I had to go with a different company because I can't do it with you guys. I'm not getting the speed. I'm not keeping the internet connection. I was like, I would go to upload a video and it'd take 3 days to upload, and I can't have that. I need consistency because my subscribers and other people online want to see the videos. So I need to make sure that that content gets to them. And she understood. Now, when I woke up this morning, you wouldn't believe it. Now, I'm still not using that internet, but when I woke up this morning, you wouldn't believe it. So I look over at that router, and the internet isn't working. Still have service, but it wasn't working. Now, what good does that do me? So now you gave me a higher speed, free of charge, for it to still not work. That makes absolutely no sense. You just told me that, oh, whatever problems you're having, this should fix it. Now, you didn't come to my house, so you don't know, but you also tried to rectify the problem in a way that the other representatives that I talked to would not. So I do thank that lady for that, but it still doesn't do me any good. So if I was to get rid of the new internet because you just promised me this was going to work, I would have been furious. I would have lost the promotional deal I got for the new internet for the next 2 years versus 1 free month at the same cost for the same problem. I can't have that. That's not going to work for me. I don't know if any of you have ever had an issue with your internet or anything like that to the length, or not necessarily to the lengths that I have, because obviously I've been dealing with that for 3 months now. But if you guys have ever had an issue like this or in some other fashion with your internet just not working or cutting out constantly or anything like that, or even a bad experience with your provider, drop a comment, let me know. You know, I'd be more than welcome to know what you guys have gone through. I do think she tried her best with what she was given to work with, but at the same time, I've worked customer service almost my entire life, and I know she was trying to keep my business. That's her job. Is to try and rectify the problem, yes, but to make sure they don't lose me as a customer. Did I have any intention of actually keeping my service with them anyways? No. But there was no harm in seeing whether it actually worked or not when I wasn't paying for the month. But waking up the very next day and it's the same issue, I got nothing for that. I have nothing for inconsistency of service when I am paying good money, hard-earned money, for you to not provide me with what you're promising me. I don't expect you guys to deal with that. I don't expect me or my family to deal with that. I don't expect anyone to deal with that because you're paying your hard-earned money for that service. Well, if I'm paying for it, I expect it. And I would think you guys would expect the exact same thing. Now, I'm not saying that they're the worst. Absolutely not. I've heard worse things of other companies, but then that company that they tried to push me off onto, this lady really could not believe that, because how are you going to push me off to a different company? You're not associated with them at all. You're going to push me off onto them, lose my business. So needless to say, that guy was getting looked up on my previous call. And because, of course, they can look it up from my account from the customer service notes. So that guy's going to get talked to, if not fired, because he made bad choices. That can happen to anyone at a job, especially in customer service, because if you intentionally lose people's business, you're going to have such a problem. I mean, it's one thing if I have to kick you out of my store, but you're going to turn around and you're going to just blatantly lie to your customer and then try to push them off to another business. What in the world was he thinking? In my opinion, he wasn't. Or he's got some underlying deal with that other company. I have no idea. I'm not him. I don't care. I don't care, because I wasn't going to go with that other company anyways, because I don't trust what he was saying to me. And if I'm getting referred by a company that already can't give me service, why would I go to another one when I look it up and it's probably going to be just bad? It was satellite internet. I live in Iowa. It's terrible weather constantly. I don't plan for a good day ever in a year. Why? Why would I? It absolutely does not happen. Yesterday it wasn't supposed to rain. Did. Today it's supposed to rain. Might not. It's pretty sunny out, blue skies. But come like 3 o'clock, it could be downpouring. I don't know. It's very possible. And I really don't feel like I want satellite internet. I mean, I know people who live out in the country, they have that company because they can get them out where they live. But if it's cloudy, if it's windy, they don't have internet service. Well, what in the hell is the point of paying all that money, especially in this state, anywhere in the Midwest? You have got to be out of your mind to pay that kind of money for internet that you absolutely know 97 to 98% of the time you will not have access to because the weather sucks. I mean, even the company I was just with, if it was partly cloudy with a little breeze, I didn't have internet, and they're not even satellite, they're DSL. So that made absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. And I have nothing to really discern why at all. I really don't. So I don't understand how they're going to tell me, well, you should have internet. Well, I know I should. What are you talking about? I should. Yes. So that means you need to figure out the problem. And there's a lot of people in my town, county, around the area that this company just drops internet like crazy. Well, then how are you still in business? And maybe you're not going to be in business much longer. Maybe you are going to be affiliated with that other company. Maybe that other customer service rep knew something that she doesn't. I don't know. She probably don't know either. And so if, excuse me, and if that's the case, I really don't want to be with you anymore because I know what kind of service you're going to provide, because you'll probably switch the entire company over to satellite internet and drive everybody crazy. I mean, I guarantee within the first month of internet cutting out consistently because you live where there's bad weather all the time, that in the first month, they're going to drop you, get their money back, and they're going to go probably to the company that I just signed up with because they still go through the cable line. So you are almost guaranteed that 97 to, well, not 97, probably more like 95% of the time you'll have internet. Because of course, if you have a blizzard or a huge downpour, I mean, any service can cut out. It's inevitable, but it could happen, might not happen. I don't know, but maybe it will, maybe it won't. One thing that really has bothered me this last week, and I'm sure you guys have been through this too. Let me know in chat, but when you are just sitting there and everything's planned out, you're caught up, all that good, fun stuff, right? And you're finally able to put a little bit away, you know, little goose egg in case something happens. Like a few weeks ago, my wife's car died, so I had to have that towed and fixed, and luckily I was able to do that. So everything was going good, and this week, two days? Oh no, same day actually, same day, terrible day. My gosh. Anyways, so I get called about a bill that honestly had just kind of disappeared. So when the account was still active, you could not, we couldn't get access to it, whether online or calling them, because supposedly the account could not be found. So I could never pay on it. So eventually I just let it go because, and you couldn't get a hold of a regular or an actual person. You could get a hold of a robot. Well, it couldn't find the account on the phone, online. So then when you try to get a hold of customer service, well, of course they can't find the account. So it ended up getting dragged to this other company who ended up contacting us. And that has been over a year that you owe this amount and they want this tax and these fees and this interest. And I was like, okay. And so he was nice, really nice guy. So shout out to David, by the way. So he's like, well, tell me what happened. You know, how did things go sour with this account? So I walked him through the process, told him exactly what had happened, and he's like, well, this doesn't sound like you were in the wrong at all. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He's like, it sounds like you tried really hard to get this taken care of. Yes, I did. I had the money to pay for it, and I wanted to pay for it, but I had absolutely no way to pay for it. And he just could not believe his ears. And he did thank me for being the nicest person he's talked to in at least a month, because most people are just yelling at him and hanging up and being rude. And I told him, I was like, you're just doing your job, and I can't fault you for that. And what is me being rude or mean going to do to you? Nothing, because you still need to do your job. It's not me being rude or mean to you is not going to make the problem go away. And it's not a problem. We knew we owed the money, but there was absolutely no way to pay for it. So basically, the way I see it is he finally made a way for us to pay for it. Did I want to pay it? No. I mean, who wants to see money go away? But I knew I owed the money, and I tried to pay it before. So I'm happy to get this taken care of. And so he's like, well, you know, considering the circumstances, he's like, I'm going to cancel the interest. I'm going to cancel the fees, no tax. He's like, what you owed is what you're going to pay, because it sounds like they were in the wrong as a company. There goes Lillian, by the way. And basically, I'm just paying what there was. And I mean, he was a really great guy. He really looked out for us, being as we were the ones that kind of got screwed over because we tried to take care of the problem and there was absolutely no way to do it. So again, thank you, David. Now, the same day later when the mail came, I get a letter from the doctor's office about a couple of doctor bills for Lillian that all of a sudden are final notice. Well, to get a final notice, don't you actually have to get a notice that you owed something? Because by this, I mean, that was 2-3 months ago. Never got a bill. They never called me. They have 2 numbers for us, mine and Evelyn's, and then they have our address. What? I mean, I just literally called them like a week and a half ago to ask them something, and they didn't say anything at all. So I never got a bill, never got a notice, but all of a sudden I get a final notice saying that if it doesn't get paid, it's going to collections. Well, nobody wants that. Why would I want that? I mean, so I called them and I was like, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pay half of it today and I'll pay the other half next month. They're like, okay, that's fine. So, I mean, it's taken care of. It's just, what a bad day. I mean, nothing like seeing money fly out the door that you had saved for an emergency. Well, this is an emergency. This is stupid. Lillian's over here having a giggle fit. What a goofball. My goodness. Okay. Oh, I was looking online earlier. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but I took a picture of it. Let's see here. So this is a blanket, right? Yeah, we'll call it a blanket. Yeah, that's got a terrible glare right there. There we go. I mean, it's not the best because light from my screen too, but let's see if I can darken it up a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. Now, all these colors on this blanket are very, very bright, but I had to dim it down so the glare wouldn't be so bad. Hi, Lillian. Hi, Lillian. So, I don't know what you guys think about that blanket, but I think it's kind of cool. I would buy it, but if I remember correctly, now it's obviously a real blanket because it's there, but from what I saw when I was looking for it, I guess I should say, because I saw it at one point. See, it says it's in stock, but when I was looking, it seemed like maybe there weren't good reviews on that company, and maybe it's the company that was selling them, but not necessarily the company that makes them and sells them. It could be an off website. But it seems like there might not be good reviews because there's actually a spot that asks if it is a legitimate company, which, I mean, it obviously is, but maybe not that one that they bought it from. But the actual company obviously is, because the blankets are being made, and the company that actually makes them and sells them seem to be having quite an abundance of them, the different kinds, because there are, I'm not sure, maybe I saw at least 30 different designs, and they were all pretty cool, but that one that I showed you guys was probably my favorite because it's the brightest. But that's also depends on what you're into as far as that goes. No. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it for today. But again, thank you guys for joining in. I'll be posting another video Monday, so come back and tune in for that. And don't forget to check the community tab to stay up to date on things, and hit the bell for notifications so you know when the new videos are posting. And I'll see you guys soon.